Hey guys, it's Mya Walker and welcome back to my blog. Today we'll be discussing Emily in Paris. What did she do right and what did she do wrong in global PR? So let's be honest, if you've recently taken a PR job abroad or you're thinking about it, you've probably heard, OMG, you're just like Emily in Paris, more times than you can count. And while the Netflix show may be a guilty pleasure, it actually brings up some surprisingly real truths about the expat experience, especially in international public relations. This semester in class, we tackled the topic of expatriate assignments and what it really takes to succeed when working in different cultures. So I thought, why not use everyone's favorite American in Paris as a case study? Spoiler alert, being Emily in real life is more complicated than a killer wardrobe. Here are some tips and tricks to survive global PR. Number 1, culture shock is cute until it's not. In season 1, we see Emily shows up in Paris without speaking French, dressed like a fashion runway and fully expecting her American PR tactics to work flawlessly. When in reality, most of us won't have that level of confidence or ignorance. And that's a good thing. As we learned in chapter 10 and the media site lecture, cultural adaptation goes through 4 stages: honeymoon, frustration, adjustment, and mastery. Emily lives in the honeymoon phase for a while, but when reality hits, office tension, communication, breakdowns, and not knowing how to order lunch, she scrambles. So expect culture shock and prepare for it. Learn the language basics, understand cultural norms, especially in the workplace, and don't assume your way is the best way. Number 2, PR is not a universal language. One of Emily's early PR wins involves social media the American way, big, bold, and viral. But she often clashes with her French colleagues who value nuance and a different approach to brand storytelling. That's one of the biggest lessons we covered in PR. PR strategies must be adapted for local context. What works in New York may fall flat in Paris, Tokyo, or anywhere else. So your takeaway is do your homework. Research the social media landscape, communication styles, and what effective PR looks like in your new home. And most importantly, listen before you pitch. Number 3, relationships are everything. Emily is constantly trying to win people over, but usually by applying US-centric charm and tactics. In reality, successful expats focus on less impressing and more connecting. In class, we talked about how expat assignments often fail due to poor cultural fit and lack of relational understanding, not lack of technical skills. In other words, even if you're a great PR person, if you struggle and don't invest in learning people and their work and how to collaborate differently, you struggle. My advice would be to get a cultural mentor. This could be formal or informal, someone who is local who can tell you all of the behaviors. And yes, sometimes that includes why everyone is suddenly on a 2-hour break. The final piece is mistakes will happen, so handle them with humor and grace. Emily makes a lot of mistakes. Some of them are hilarious and some of them are just cringe, but she usually bounces back. That's a lesson within itself. Whether you mispronounce a word or send an incorrect email or have a misunderstanding of a cultural cue, the key is to own it, learn it, and move on. One of the bloggers I follow, Jerry Jones of The Culture Blend, says it best. Your worst day abroad will probably become your best story later. So take notes, even on your fails. They're a part of your journey. My final takeaway, be more you and less Emily, but keep the curiosity. Emily in Paris might glamorize the expat PR life, but it also highlights a very real truth. Success abroad requires more than bold ideas and cute outfit. It takes adaptability, empathy, and willingness to let go of what you think you know. So if you're packing your bags or already figuring out how to decode a foreign office culture, remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present and curious and willing to learn. Thanks for watching.